Well, good morning, folks. Good morning. Show you a little job that I've coming in just to finish up. This is a driveway, and the brush is overgrown so much that it's impeding the snowplow driver, the plowing contractor. So the property starts just around the corner here. And I was going to do it in a couple of different ways. I was going to use the tree shear to reach in and cut and push the stuff back. See, the property starts right here. There's a pink ribbon right there. So I was going to use the tree shear, but I would have been taking everything out of here right along the bank, and really it was just kind of the brush that had to come out. Then I was going to use the mulcher. Well, they didn't like that because they don't like the look of that shattered look. So then what I did is I stood in the snowbanks with a chainsaw and I walked and said, okay, well, this is where the guy's plowing. So anything that was in front of me, I cut. But very few stems, I just had to cut the brush up. So I told the owners if they would pile the brush, then I could certainly, I could do the cutting. So the mother, the father, the son, and the daughter come out. Great family. And they piled all the brush. So what I'm going to do today, there's a little trail that goes over along a little pond. I'm going to go cut that today. And then possibly tomorrow, because they've done such a neat job piling the brush. I'm thinking about, you see what they've done here, how neat they've piled it. So I'm thinking about coming in with my truck and trailer and just picking up the piles. Because what we were going to do next year, or this year, we were going to gather it up and take it up in the field, and I was going to grind it and just leave it that way. I could grind it right here, but they've done such a beautiful job piling this stuff up that I can gather it up with the truck and the trailer and take it. So you can see what I did along here. If I was using the shear, I would have probably had to cut all those back. So it would have made a lot of wood. No, not merchantable wood, but a lot of stems. So I just trimmed everything back that I thought was in the way of the plowing. And here's the little pond, and they have a field over on the other side. So I'm going to cut a little access walking trail for them today over there. Then it goes up around, swings to the left up to the house in the field. So I'm just kind of having a quick little scan here. So I pushed it all back, everything I could. I did the high pruning. And again, they did a great job here piling the brush up. There's probably a little bit more on the ground that I have to cut to trim off. I'm just going to take a quick swing around here. They love their trees, and they don't really want, see, such a beautiful job piling. So there's a little saw trim left here. I'm trying to show you what I'm doing here. But this was grown right out. So there's some jobs, well, I guess where I'm getting at, there's some jobs that it's still a chainsaw and a hike along. You see there now the ditch is starting to be exposed, and that's what we want. We wanted to cut back. So I got to do a little trimming. That snow melted. So I'll come up and I'll trim that off. But there's lots of room now for him to plow and push back. These little branches here might have to be cut off. I got my tall pruner with me. So I think what I'll do is I'll just clean that up a little bit before I do anything else. Okay, so it's just plain old brush clearing. The stuff that's fallen over, I just left it there. Leave the root matter. Keep the bank together. Just created a little path in through here. The young ones, you know, the excitement of the forest, they love it. And that's fine with me. They just want the brush left laying here. My brother the crow. This site has tremendous, tremendous spruce growth. There's some larch in here. White pine up there. Plantation. Nice field. Beautiful, beautiful spruce all along the sides. Little pond out there. Probably, if we get cold enough weather, you could skate on it. You know, climb in from here. Go over and skate around there. Some lights in the trees. Many different aspects to forestry. And it's this eco-residential forestry that I find myself much more interested in, you know, after 25 years of the big game. Now I just have my tonka-tied here, you know, countless injuries on the body, and nothing from the saw, but just time. So I'm quite happy to provide this type of service.